tackle all the issues related to EMC and EMF and everything. So you need to be very careful that how is the field formulated and so on. Okay, this is actually just a cover part, but anyway, you can see how does it look from the bottom of the furniture.
You will notice that we can use the resonant coil. We can also use that for data communications. Actually, we need to use it for data communications to identify which product is there, what current do you need.
Yeah,
and
it's
this is
like
also the area where we want to go in the future,
yeah.
is use it for actual our business.
Yeah. So, for example, the mobile phones are very sensitive that you have like 4 microseconds time to decide whether the charger is good or bad. If it's bad, then it's kicked out. So no power here. And then you have no way to go back. So it's like it's very sensitive that you need to find the area where to go.
Question? What's the range of this thing?
Like range in the building.
Like if I have that here, working on the
It's placed upon.
Okay.
Yeah. So the idea is that the whole idea started by that where we normally place our devices. We normally put them like on the bedside table or coffee table or like a meeting room table or on desk or on the train or airplane or whatever. It's always like on some kind of surface. Like it's very rare to keep it in your lab. Sometimes, yeah, but always. It's like even at some points you still keep it on the surface. So we started to think about that. Okay, since we do not have the real wireless power yet, that it's just like a bulb there and it's powering all the devices in the world and it's still no harm for the human beings. This thing doesn't exist yet. So we started to think about that, okay, as it is like the second best option, that it's like the natural place where you put it anyway. Yep. Okay, but yeah, that's some communication from the airport. Our products are, for example, at the airport at the moment. And this is...
Go and visit the Alta Cafe on photos in 26.
So and also you need to fix the one at Carousel. You know, they don't work.
Yeah, it is fixed. Yeah, it is fixed. Yeah. So, yeah, of course there's a little problem with that. People do not have these receivers yet. So we need to fix it somehow, that in the cafe, for example, it's the cafe owner's interest that people could use it. So they want to borrow the receivers from the cashier.
You can understand that if it takes half an hour to charge your phone, they can send you 2 beers while you do that.
Yeah.
So it's good business.
Yeah. Like for example, in this airport case, they're just giving you the receiver against the deposit, and then you give the deposit back, or then you can buy the receiver.
Why does it have to be free?
Why does it have to be free?
Yeah.
I don't think that people are used to pay for charging.
I'm asking because like everybody in Finland thinks Wi-Fi is free. Because every cafe you go to is Wi-Fi. And I just got back from a trip to New Zealand. There is no free Wi-Fi in that country. Everybody's used to paying. So there's no.
So are they like putting their?
Everybody cooperates with someone who you put your credit card number online, or with one of the telecom operators, or even coin-driven computers.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, there's no precedence for this. You know, you don't have free competition.
Mm-hmm.
And all the reason the cafes are doing this, in addition to selling the guy 2 beers or 2 coffees, they're getting a revenue share of Wi-Fi.
Well, so that's one of the reasons we are working on the communication idea. Is that you could pop up a screen message or some message on the screen, say press here to send an SMS to the operator for charging. So it can be done, but at the moment it seems that it's not so. Well, okay, let's put it this way: the operator really like it because they get it as a back. But the cafe owners, it's such a small amount of electricity. Who cares? If the customer stays there and thinks it's cool and you get a few extra customers because it's such a...
Yeah, but my only point to you is like, don't assume it has to be free, you know?
But is it not the whole problem with internet? I mean, it doesn't matter if it is power or content or whatever. So it's exactly as it said that people have get used to getting everything free. So now the newspapers are struggling and see what happened there. Will those big guys succeed in getting money for newspaper internet? But the same is true then for anything that you have on internet.
Well, I
So
disagree. What you use is free Wi-Fi in Finland. Tell me one place you can get electricity for free in Finland, except the
thing is
that
that
they operate.
once it's free.
Exactly. Once it is free, you kind of lost the case. So don't be the one that breaks your business model to begin with.
But you have to also remember the business model. Our idea, of course, is to move the charging from a device to service.
Yeah.
So
Don't,
it's a
but don't
service.
say everything before we get. It's actually here. Like we are aiming to transform the charger from like a private accessory into public service. So this means that we are working with these, for example, okay, of course, furniture manufacturers. These are our cooperation partners like Martela, Isku, Synapse, Artec. But then also, like for example, these operators and also the coffee chains, and they have the interest to also serve something else that is like the reason for the visitor to stay longer. And like also that, okay, if you wish to charge, then press OK, which means that